Welcome, friends. In this series of mutual fund analysis and further the categorization of mutual funds, today we'll discuss about one more category that is multi-asset allocation fund. This one multi-asset allocation fund we will see today. And let us first of all see what is multi-asset allocation mutual fund. As the name suggests, there should be allocation in multi-asset. Actually, in multi-asset allocation fund, allocation should be at least in three category of fund, like equities, debt, and apart from this, one more asset class, maybe precious metal like gold or real estate, and so on. So minimum requirement is three asset class investment. And one more requirement is there, at least 10% in one asset class. It can go up to 80%, balance 20, 10, 10 in other two asset class. It depends upon risk appetite of a investor. Accordingly, fund manager allocates. As per one study, this Brinson study, it was found that 93.4% of these earnings is credited or accredited to proper asset allocation. If asset allocation is proper, then we can expect better return. That is why more emphasis on asset allocation here. One more thing I would like to add here. If there is only two, then it will be hybrid fund like equity and debt. That is why minimum three is required here. One more asset class, maybe gold or real estate or any other asset class. This is the requirement. And why it is done? Due to steady income and capital appreciation. Any investor whosoever have willingness or purpose of steady income and capital appreciation should invest in multi-asset allocation funds. It is also a well-balanced portfolio of investment. So whosoever wants well-balanced and does not want to go to any EMS portfolio management services because their requirement is minimum 25 lakh in some, but majors are taking 50 lakh investment amount. So whosoever not having that much and do not want to go there can invest in multi-asset allocation fund. This is the purpose of this very mutual fund. Now question is, what are the major advantages of investing in this? First one, diversification. So it is not concentrated only in equity or debt. Of course, there is wide range of diversification, better than any debt fund or hybrid fund. It also invest in other asset classes like gold or real estate or any other asset. So it is a wide diversification. And of course, minimum 10% is there. If a investor is more having more risk appetite, can have more in equity allocation. If they are not having much risk appetite, can have more in debt. If they have liking for gold, they can gold there, or even in real estate. Of course, there is a associated risk, liquidity risk there. So as for investor liking, as per their risk appetite, diversification is possible in this multi-asset allocation funds. Another, this rebalancing of portfolio. So there is wide opportunity of rebalancing. Only requirement is minimum 10% in any asset class. So fund manager have liberty to go up to 80% in one asset class. So wide rebalancing is possible in this portfolio. Of course, it depends upon investor risk appetite and accordingly fund manager can do. Ready-made portfolio is possible. If you want equity oriented, then we can go with one one type of this fund. If want debt oriented, whatever orientation we want to have, ready-made portfolio can be a certain can one investor have. Another advantage is unrestrained entry and exit. It provides any time, any entry. Like in PMS services, one cannot exit if entered in any PMS service. There is minimum requirement lock-in period with them. Before that, one cannot. But here, not like that. One can exit fully or partially as per this. Of course, maximum exit load within 1 year, 1%. If more than 1 year, there will be no exit load at all. There is no entry load, nothing. So one have flexibility here on the restrained entry and exit. So this is the major advantage of this. Of course, there are associated risk with this also. If it is equity oriented, of course, there will be associated risk like market condition, market fluctuation, market volatility. If it is debt oriented, okay, of course, there will be default risk, credit risk, and maybe other liquidity risk or interest rate change risk. So associated risk will be there. If they are more in gold or real estate, real estate be illiquid and very hard to liquidate real estate. So associated risk is there. Debt also, there is a change in rate. So associated risk there. Gold may fall. So associated risk is there. Now comes the taxability. So it depends upon what orientation this multi-asset allocation mutual fund is. If it is equity oriented, more than 65% in equities, then it will be treated like equity or it will attract equity tax, tax treatment. And if it is equity oriented, then capital gains tax will be 15% up to 1 year or short-term capital gains 15%. If it is long-term, that is more than 1 year, then there will be 10% tax. Of course, there is 1 lakh free. So if more than 1 lakh, then it will be 10%. If it is debt oriented, then up to 3 years, it will be considered as a short term and as per one's slab or tax slab, it will be taxed. Whatever bracket they are falling, accordingly, this will be taxed. If it is more than 3 years, then 20% with indexation benefit. So this will be the taxability for this mutual fund. Now, who should invest in multi-asset allocation fund? Person with less risk appetite or want diversification, and whosoever cannot go for PMS services can opt for this multi-asset allocation fund. Who wants a steady income from multiple multiple asset allocations, as it provides diversification. One can note that market may be down, equity is not performing well, maybe debt performing, even if rate is down, if debt funds are not performing so well, then they can have their exposure in gold or maybe real estate or anywhere. So this rebalancing portfolio provides ample opportunity to have a steady income as per investors' requirement. One can get from multiple asset class allocations return. For those investors, it is wonderful multi-asset allocation mutual fund and can go. So this is from today conversation. If you find this conversation helpful, some value, then please subscribe to this channel so that you can get instant notifications. Also share with your friends and colleagues so that they can also get some value. Thank you, brother.